I'm just reading a really interesting book called Pacific Northwest Foraging. It's by a teacher in Portland who grew up here, just like you. Foraging means to search for and gather wild plant foods, medicines, and resources. Why would we want to search for our food? Well, first, let's ask, where does our food come from? Did you know that all the food we now grow on farms was once a native plant? Native plants are the ancient ancestors of our young agricultural crops, or the crops that we grow on farms. One example is apples. Apples are native to Kazakhstan, a country in Central Asia. That means Kazakhstan is the apple's true home. Kazakhstan is the first place that apples grew in the entire world. Humans and pollinators worked together to save apple seeds and create new kinds of apples. The new apples had different flavors, shapes, and colors. That sounds like apple diversity. Apples were carried and traded along the Silk Road. Today, apples are grown in farms, yards, and orchards, and eaten by people all over the world. Food is not only grown on farms. Food comes from the earth in so many different forms. What's the word that we use to describe having a lot of different kinds of things? Oh yes, diversity. Spending time outside looking for and eating these foods can keep us healthy and strong when life changes or gets challenging. What's the word for that? To stay healthy and strong when life changes or gets challenging? Oh yes, resilience. Native foods are known to be full of nutrients that are very, very good for us. Right now, you might be asking, but Miss Blood, aren't some plants poisonous to humans? How do we know which plants we can eat? Native tribes have managed and cared for native plants for hundreds of years. Before colonists removed native tribes from their ancestral lands, the lands that we live on now, Native American communities traditionally moved from place to place in seasonal rounds, following the native plants that were ready to harvest. Here's an example of a Kalapuyan seasonal round. Throughout the year, tribes would move from place to place, following deer and elk, or berries, salmon and other fish, camas, and materials used for basketry. Throughout these seasonal rounds, they would trade goods with other tribes. Many tribes still practice these very important traditions today. They are the keepers of knowledge on the plants that we will be learning about in today's lesson. In today's lesson, I'll take you to find native edible plants in our school garden and the woods. Then, you and an adult can go try to find some native edible plants of your own. Searching for native edible plants is called foraging. When we are foraging, first we have to ask ourselves about the land we are going to forage on. Is it safe? Has it been sprayed with toxic chemicals? Do we have permission to be on this land? Which tribes are native to this land? Remember, you can use the Native Lands app to find out. Delicious! Don't want any broken arms.
and I'll be on, look at them all down there.
Oh, really?
Covering log.
Oh, here are some mushrooms. But you know what? I don't recognize these mushrooms. So is it safe to eat these mushrooms? No, sirree. We have to stick to eating the plants that we know, not the ones we don't know.
Good thing we got her. Handy dandy. Oh, I found a baby.
What'd you find, Mimi?
A little baby morel mushroom.
Oh, you're looking for mushrooms. That's exciting. Let's go see what Mimi's found.
Right next to a bigger one, someone found.
Oh, like a mama and a baby?
Oh, I found a lot of little ones. Should I leave them? Oh my god.
Oh, this is a good question. Responsible foraging.
Yeah, do you leave the little ones?
When they're teeny tiny, I
Look.
think it is nice to
Leave them? Okay. Oh, I just knocked that one off.
Yeah. Whoa, those
But it'll
are
grow
so
back.
small.
Oh, they're so cute. It's probably nice to leave those, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like full grown.
And we can leave them for other people to find, or for them to return back to the earth. Oh, nice. There's Katie. She's up there looking for morel mushrooms too. Hi, Katie. Would you like to see the few that we've found? We've got our little basket. Towel in there. We found a few. It's been fun hunting. We got our mushroom goggles on. What else can we find out here? A nice view. It's starting to rain. Might be time to pack it up.